Well, we moved to Fairhope about a year ago, and at the time we had struggled in our previous home where we lived before with finding a church home. We have two young kids, and it was important for us to find a place to plant roots and grow within the church for ourselves, but raise our children with a community. At the end of the first service, I will never forget, we were walking out to our car, and I looked at him and said, I don't really want to complete 6 other visits. I feel like I'm home.
We had found the home. It was not just the welcoming atmosphere, but the music, the sermon, the people, the message of we're here to give back. I felt so much of a mission-driven church when we got here, and I feel like that's what we're here for. I'm just really excited to be a part of a church that's wanting to give back to not only the community, but the world.
And it was important for me to find a church where I felt that anyone from any walk of life would be welcomed when they walked in the door. And I felt that, and that's kind of a very intangible sense, but I just knew that the welcoming message was very genuine. I was able to clearly see that the community of Fairhope is surrounded, with all of the members of this church, and in so many different ways. And I loved that authenticity so much.
When Pastor Kristen reached out to us and many young parents, said, I want to start a Sunday school that is aimed at parents of young children, we thought, well, we fit perfectly there. And there's a lot of different groups and Sunday schools in this church, and we thought, well, why not start with this one? Kristen had done homework before our first class, thinking of names for the group, and she threw out maybe 3 or 4, and it was pretty quickly unanimous, The Village, because in the saying, it takes a village to raise your children kind of thing, and it just fit. I think everybody loved the name immediately.
I think too, there's so much vulnerability in that space, and that's really refreshing to share with other parents, because at the end of the day, we have very different walks of life and backgrounds, and a lot of us even have been in different church systems and denominations before. And a lot of people that are not from Fairhope, the majority of us are all people that have moved here within the past few years. But the one common theme that I think we kept discussing was, at the end of the day, we want to make sure our children are brought up in the faith. And it's important for us to have role models for our children within the church outside of us as parents. And having support between each other was crucial. But I think learning how to navigate this road together, there was such a powerful sense of community.